The business of broadcasting in the future is really going to be about delivering content to all platforms. It's not just about the TV anymore. And in fact, it's not just about bringing the audience home to a traditional newscast at 6 o'clock. As we know, that's a mature and stable business. But reaching new audiences and getting growth in the broadcasting business is going to be about getting content to people on any device, anywhere, anytime, and any screen. That's a whole new challenge for broadcasters. Broadcasters will be using a lot of new technologies to reach their audiences in new ways. Of course, there's the internet, and that's relatively old news in terms of technology. It's been around for a while, and broadcasters have started to establish a presence on the web. But right on the horizon is the prospect of broadcasting mobile digital television to portable and handheld devices using the new emerging ATSC standard for mobile and handheld broadcasting. That'll involve some new technologies and new equipment to integrate into the broadcast plant, but it's been designed to be highly compatible with web streaming applications, and so result in economies of scale for broadcasters implementing that standard who also have a presence on the web and on the mobile web. It's a different world for content creators now too. Instead of thinking about just producing for one screen, content creators are going to have to think about producing for multiple screens. Just think about the problems that we've encountered already in producing high-definition 16:9 content and also being able to deliver that content to 4:3 aspect ratio devices with standard definition and analog screens. Well, those screens are still going to be around for a while, but now we're going to compound that problem with the problem of small, portable, and handheld screens ranging from iPhones to Blackberries, and think about the challenge of producing content to be suitable and appropriate and compelling on all those screens simultaneously. At NBC Universal, our technology focus over the next 18 months will continue to be on the web, on reaching new audiences via that mechanism, branching that reach into mobile web access as we see the emergence of smartphones and other new devices, but also, and very synergistically, getting ready for mobile and handheld broadcasting and really getting ready for the industry launch of new mobile and handheld services that are linear channels, as well as what the future holds in future versions of the standard, which will include new capabilities for interactivity, for downloading and caching content, and for reaching audiences in, again, different ways than just a linear broadcast. The NAB Show is really the industry's premier event. In one sense, the great thing about NAB is everybody is there. It's hard to imagine anybody or any company that you'd want to meet that isn't present at NAB, that you can't schedule a face-to-face meeting. At the same time, one of the other great things about NAB is you never know who's going to be there. And at least for me, one of the great things is walking around the floor and sometimes finding small companies or new emerging technologies that really represent new opportunities and change the way we think about implementing a business or engineering a particular service or a particular aspect of our business. So NAB is great for all those reasons. And I've also been really pleased to recently be on the NAB program committee for the engineering conference, and certainly will work to make sure that new technologies and technologies of relevance to broadcasters are exposed at the conference and given great opportunity to get that message out. With the prospect of mobile and handheld broadcasting on the horizon and the tremendous progress that's being made in standardization in the ATSC, I predict that NAB 2009 will see an awful lot of mobile broadcasting demonstrations and prototype equipment from technology providers. In fact, I predict that mobile and handheld broadcasting will be the buzz of the show.